This is Johnny Wrestling, or Johnny Takeover, as my shirt says. And listen, I want you to listen. Like, we're involved right now. It's crazy, it's loud, it's hectic. We're in New York City, but I want you to listen to the No Holds Barred Network.
Enough is enough. They're always taking their sides, careless and nine, plus and minus their divide.
Hey guys, welcome back to the No Holds Barred Network with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host, as always, Tiffany, the EVP of Giggles, the Queen of the Indies. What is going on? And I'm joined. Are we saluting today?
Saluting.
with the man that everybody's mad about right now. All right, we're not gonna get into that, but the man, JDAlpha. Welcome to the show. What is going on?
Going well.
Are you staying
Even
safe?
in times of crisis.
I know. You're staying safe. I love it.
Yes,
it.
we are.
playing games, doing all that. So, what is going on to everybody in the chat? If this is the first time we do interviews with wrestlers, referees, forget it, name it, anything that we could get our hands on. We want to know all the dirty details. Well, maybe not that dirty. Or maybe.
Dirty details. All right. I have a black towel now.
Oh!
Too dirty, too far. All right, we're going too far with that.
Oh man. So welcome guys in the chat. So yeah, are you ready to do this?
Let's rock, baby. Let's rock.
All right. Let's get into these questions. So we have a lot of questions. If you guys are into the chat, if you want to ask questions, drop them in the chat and I'll read them out, and we'll see if JD wants to answer them or not.
If I feel like it, right?
Yeah, pretty much if you feel like it. So I have a lot of questions here. We have a lot of fan tweets. You're pretty famous over here. So, but let's jump right in. So for the people that don't know you, how did you become a professional wrestler?
Okay, let's see. How did I become a professional wrestler? Okay, it started back in 2010. I was part of a small company called Empire Pro Wrestling. I was a referee at first.
Oh.
So I started off just, making my way, trying to learn little bits and pieces of the place. And then from there, I started, traveling to, other different schools, trying to learn, the craft from, other different people. From there, I went to a school in Jersey, which was very, very far from me, knowing at the time I was a Bronx boy. So it was just, hell on earth, taking, the bus and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. So from there on, I was in a school in Jersey. I forgot what it was called. I think it was School of Hard Knocks or something like that. Some bootlegged one. Oh my God, he's gonna come after me for that. So I was there for at least a week or two, and then I started looking for more territorial places around me. I went to Kurt Hawkins' Creative Pro for a while. Then I found a school called Fight the World Wrestling. That's where I mostly spent my time, and then traveled from Fight the World Wrestling to BWF.
Okay.
So that's how I mostly made my way around there in the territories, I would like to say.
Oh, pretty cool. I love hearing everybody's I of how they got into that. I didn't know this about you. So, so what kind of style of wrestling best suits you?
My style of wrestling is more high flying. I love to take it to the skies. I'm mostly a little daredevil here and there. It's pretty dangerous, but I was a dangerous kid back then, jumping off of things like cliffs and grandma's bed into the ground and stuff like that. I was a bad child. I was really a bad child.
Oh man.
So I would say high flying best suits me. Sometimes I'll get technical, and then sometimes I'll just mix it up most of the time. Depends on who's my opponent. Half of the time.
That's cool. Matt's in the
Sometimes
chat.
I don't know.
He says, "Hi, JD. You're."
Oh my god. Hello, Matt Awesome.
um.
I hope
So.
he's not mad at me.
What's going
For,
on
for,
over
for,
here?
for, I feel like I broke up the your awesome whole thing, but hey, they backstabbed me, so I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay. I mean, we'll get it. I guess we'll get into that a little later. So again, we have a lot of fan base here. Like I know you, and with the fan base, a lot of them do not know you. What are some of the promotions that you worked for that people are not familiar with?
Let me see. I worked a promotion in Texas called GCWA. I did like a couple of shows with them. I worked mostly a lot on the East Coast, so from Maine straight down to Florida. That's why I call myself the best on the East Coast because I've just worked a lot of like shows over there on that whole freaking strip as much as possible. Let me see. One of my favorite promotions I would really like to work is IWA. I know you've seen me there a couple of
Yes.
times.
Hmm.
Yes, Intense Wrestling Alliance. Love that place so much. I love the promoter. He's such a great guy.
Yes. We've had Frank on as well.
You guys had Frank on? Oh,
Yeah, I've
I,
had Frank
I
on
was
as
I
well.
was not on that one. I
Actually,
had so many questions for him.
see, this is why you subscribe to the Holds Bar Network because you just don't know what's gonna pop up and who's gonna show up on it. But actually, you guys, if you watched Indie Talks, JD was part on some of the clips on the IWA
Oh,
show. That'd be
oh man, that was hilarious. I had no idea what was going on, and I just saw you with your camera. Like, what is going on? Was this a plan? Like,
no,
were
that's
you all
the
just gonna like?
it was just funny. I just like had the camera. I was like, wait, I gotta get in on. I was like, I gotta like record this right here. I was like, all this footage.
So it was just a moment for you where you were just like, let me get my phone, let me get my phone. This is gonna be going.
Listen, it's
Thanks.
making moments, man. Hashtag making moments. That's what it's all about, right? So it's something that we could all like sit and love and laugh at.
Right.
I love it. I love
Let's
seeing
make let's
it.
make fun of JD's pain.
No, no, no. It's everybody. Like we get on footage as well. So I love taking all the. Oh, Ray said his shoulder.
His show. I love that guy. I love Ray.
Aw.
He's he's so nice to me sometimes.
Oh, Ray. Do I have to like chop him? No, that's Anthony St. James, who's also been on the channel as well. Chop. He was supposed to give me a receipt this month. I'm kind of sad that with everything going on
Oh,
right
you dodged
now.
that one then.
It will happen. I told him with all the ones that I've given him, I'm gonna allow him to give me a chop. So I guess I'm gonna have to have him come back on, and we're gonna talk about this.
I think my list of chops is just like very long. Like I probably have like a closet filled like a bunch of receipts, right? Like waiting for me.
Speaking of receipts,
I am a very hated man in pro wrestling.
we'll get into that. But it's funny because my next question that I was going to ask you, right? And it's funny because you're saying receipts and chops, right? The first time I actually seen you was Escape from New York, which was last year at BWF. So that's the promotion that we've had other wrestlers come on and talk about BWF. So that's the first time that I actually seen you. And you got a lot of chops from number one husband Anthony Gangone. But I wanted to ask you, like, are you gonna like, as long as everything goes back to normal this year, are you going to like enter again Escape from New York? And who would you like to work with this year in it? Because what a great concept! I love Escape from New York.
Yeah, it was pretty fun last year. Hopefully I get to enter this year. I'm trying to like find a way to maybe have my own team, or even in that matter just be a part of a team again, because last year I was part of Team IWA
Mm-hmm.
because BWF, knowing that you guys were my home, you just kicked me out and just say, hey, listen, we need winners on our team, and you, JD, you're not in the winning department. So I thankfully Team IWA had my back, and they said, hey, listen, you're gonna enter Escape for New York and you're gonna get that W for us. We didn't, but it was awesome to be part of it though. So yeah, hopefully this year I'll be part of it again, and probably number one husband can not chop me this time.
Maybe
I'm
you
not
could
looking forward to that.
maybe you could team with him this year.
Team with him. Oh,
Maybe you
I
could
like
team with
that.
him. Or I know Too Good came on and they were talking about that they
Oh,
were
okay.
looking
Let's,
for
okay,
another. No, they were
no, no.
looking for a fourth man.
Really?
They were looking for a fourth man.
Check. I'm out of here. I don't want to hear anything about Too Good. I hate Too Good so much.
Oh, man. Ray said, maybe we need a team no holds barred. Yes, no holds barred.
Hey.
Let's go. JD could be on team with me and Ray. And Matt said he's looking for a team. How about this? I give good chops.
Okay, we're just going to use you for that.
All right, cool. Awesome.
Hot tag,
Perfect.
chop, 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 chop. Just chop everybody. Even the referee, he deserves it.
Why not? Screw it.
You're right, screw it.
So who's inspired you growing up?
That's like the hardest question ever because it's like I don't have like really like a favorite wrestler or like a wrestler that inspired me. I just generally like everything in wrestling just inspired me. Like from the characters that have no personality to people who are like larger than life. Like I was just like ever since I was young. Okay, when I was young, I was more of a WCW guy. So a lot of the crazy carniness came from there. That's what I mostly loved about it. I love like guys like Sting, the Steiners, Mongo McMichael, which is a name a lot of people won't really remember, and guys like that. But yeah, that's tough. I really don't know because everyone is just like an inspiration. Just the fact that you could just step through those ropes and just kick ass is winning over my heart, I guess.
No, that's awesome. Everybody's got a different story, so it's cool because I don't think we've had many people come on and say it was kind of like WCW. You hear a lot of WWF. Well, back then, I mean, I'm a lot older than a lot of you guys. So
I was
like
I was a full WCW guy. I was the type of guy who would flip channels, but I was just more tuned to WCW. Tony Schiavone's voice would just always bring me there. I'm like, okay, and Bobby the Brain Heenan and Larry Zbyszko. So good. I miss those days.
Oh man, it's definitely changed so much back then to how it just is now.
Definitely. Oh my God.
So, who has been your most memorable opponent inside the ring, and how has it changed your life outside of the ring?
I have a funny story about that.
Good.
So it's not a match I had. It's a training session I had with a man you guys know as Low Key. I did a training session with him. I think I was like 2 months into like transitioning out of a referee to being a wrestler, and this is like always like my favorite moment in a weird way. I was sparring with him here and there until like I think something went wrong, and I think I rubbed him the wrong way, and he just flat kicked me in the nose, and I just started gushing blood. I was like, oh my God.
Oh wow.
The reason why I say that's like my favorite moment is because at that moment I really like took a step back and said to myself, hey, is this something I really want? I've been doing this for this amount of months. Is this something do I really want to do? Like, do I want to like get hurt and stuff like that? And then I just said, fuck it, hell yeah, I do. That was awesome.
That's awesome.
So if I can, shout out to Low Key for that, for busting my nose open.
It's funny. Loki comes up a lot in conversations with me and people. And we were just actually Adam's in the chat and Ray's in the chat, and we were talking. I think it was last night. We were talking a lot about Loki. So I'm kind of sad, with everything going on, because I would have loved him and Nick Gage at ICW. So I'm kind of really sad. So hopefully one day I can see that match. And I was a little salty because I wasn't going to Florida. So maybe it'll come to New York or New Jersey. So fingers crossed, because I wasn't going, but I would have watched it. So, but yeah, Loki is awesome. So if you guys don't know who that is, definitely look him up. So important to the wrestling world. So is there like a promotion like that you would love to work for that you haven't, or maybe even like a goal in the end of where you would like to work for?
Let me see. A promotion I would like to work for. This year, I've mostly wanted to focus on more international work. So I guess the DDT promotion in Japan would be awesome. Any promotion in Mexico, I would love to try. For like Endgame, probably I would have to say like AEW, if there ever comes that chance, because that'd be pretty sick. But mostly like right now, like I would love to just focus on getting more out there internationally wise.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I hear a lot of people that talk about like that they wish they could go to Japan, or that's like a goal, or even the dojo of like Japan. Like,
definitely
great goals. So, okay. So best indie crowd you've worked in front of.
Best indie crowd. I believe it was an FTW show. It was in March, And I don't know. I believe like it was like a school. I think it was I think Sacred Heart. It was me and my tag partner, as you guys know, he's part of Too Good now, Leland Parker, against the East Coast Syndicates, Chris Barton and Dominic De Niro. And it was just, I don't know what was in those fans, but they were just so hyperactive and ecstatic. I was just like going crazy. I guess that would have to be like my number one. My number two would probably be recently where we had like a Royal Rumble featuring myself and a bunch of other people where the fact this whole No Mercy chant came out of nowhere and like just I get booed out of the entire building because of it. I would have to say that's my favorite crowd because I just didn't expect them to turn on me so quickly. I was like, wait a minute, you're supposed to love me, not boo me. I mean, we'll get into that a little bit more later.
Well, it's funny because it's like that was gonna be like the next things I was going into, but it's funny because I was at that BWF show, so I remember being there, and I remember Nemesis came into the ring, and he was even yelling at you with the mic, and then he like threw himself. He was gonna eliminate himself out of it. It was great stuff.
That was terrible. I felt like it was a nightmare. I've never got booed so hard before.
Matt said Chancla came out that night. He did. I remember that. I have footage. I have a lot of footage. See, I'm a good fan to have because I have a lot of footage of all that stuff. And Chancla did hit you. I have those. I think I turned it into a GIF. I think you and me talked about that too in DMs.
Oh my god.
And then you said that you were getting
for
visions.
that. Just take Matt out of the chat. Just disable him or block him or something. We don't need Matt in the chat anymore. Bye, Matt. Have a good one.
Well, it's funny because so the next couple of things, like, they're not really questions. They're kind of comments. We're going to go into like fan tweets, as I like to call them. And a lot of them are people you know. So I apologize. It's not my fault. Okay. So I'm sorry.
Totally fine.
All right. So the first one is actually from Matt. He said, I am no fan, but JD, during this quarantine life, please play WWF No Mercy already. So when all this blows over, you could be accepted back into the community. He also said, as a fellow colleague, not fan, what's the beef with the holy grail of the professional wrestling game WWF No Mercy for N64? Please just play the game so you can try and salvage some respect from the locker room.
Okay, I'll get into that. Let's see. During this quarantine break, I will not be playing WWF No Mercy because of the fact it is a game that is not serious. It is a game that I do not want to focus on, and it's something I'm not interested in. Okay? I believe if it's okay if I can probably shout another podcast. I did it at the Square Circle podcast. I explained why I do not want to play that game. It's because it is a game that is 20 years old. And I do not want to touch upon that. So, and to answer the respect from my colleagues, I don't care if anybody just doesn't like me. It's a game from 20 years ago. That shouldn't judge who I am and the performer I am. So, to that, up yours. Bye-bye. Keep it going.
Okay.
I feel good.
Okay, so there's a couple of these. So again, like I said, I apologize. So our friend April, she goes, why do you hate the world since you won't play No Mercy?
I don't hate the world. The world hates me. Like I said, it's a video game from 20 years ago. Like, you shouldn't hate me because of that. I'm not playing that game. It's just not. It's not important. It's not that serious. It's truly not that serious.
Okay. So the next fan tweet's from Leroy Green, who's also been on the podcast as well. He was episode 2. He said, why does he refuse to play No Mercy?
How many of these do you have on your list?
I have a couple. My apologies. Should I keep going?
God.
Should I keep going? Should I just read them all? Let's just read them all and just rip the Band-Aid off. Okay. We're just gonna rip the Band-Aid. Okay. TJ Marconi also was on the podcast. He goes, why are you the way that you are? Then, okay, all right. So those are the ones. So okay, and you've already answered. Why have you not played No Mercy? So
yeah, because it's not
important. Okay, so we're gonna move on. I'm not gonna keep going with it. Me personally, I'm not gonna keep going. That was our fan tweets for that. But we have more fan tweets. So Matt again also said, also, Who would you want to play first in No Mercy out of the BWF locker room?
Next question, please.
Okay. He also sent another fan tweet.
What? What? Can we get Matt out of the chat already?
These are tweets. I'm not even reading the chat right now. This is going on right now in the tweets. He goes, one more thing. You're going to need to send over some type of special treats to TJ McCartney's cat because, bro, you're not playing this game because the cat serious problems, and that's not fair to the feline.
I love cats, but TJ, your cat is an asshole. I'm sorry. Your cat's an asshole.
Oh my god.
I hope it stays under the bed forever. And it never comes out.
Oh my god.
Okay? But I say that with a lot of love, by the way.
Oh shoot. Okay. All right. So let's get into some seriousness. We have a fan tweet from Ray. He said, since you hate No Mercy, he goes, is there a favorite wrestling game?
Okay.
So is there a favorite wrestling game? You're thinking about it?
Is there a favorite wrestling game?
Yeah.
I am thinking about it.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to say WrestleMania 2000. Yeah, that game was revolutionary. That game was something. Oh, man. I think I did recently play it on my N64. It wasn't my N64. It was my cousin's. Oh, that was amazing. I just thinking about it just makes me want to play it right now. It was just... I know people keep saying it's like the same thing,
Right?
but I don't know. I never played No Mercy, so I wouldn't know. You know, I don't know how No Mercy runs. I know how WrestleMania 2000 runs, where it runs like a charm. But that other game, I don't know. I don't fuck with that one. Sorry.
Okay. So we got a couple other fan tweets. So this one's from Shane Fair. He said, an agent from a major promotion tells you, show me one match of yours on YouTube that will convince me to offer you a contract right now. What match are you showing them?
JDAlpha versus Mantis, IWA, for the light heavyweight #1 contender spot, I would have to say. The reason why is because Mantis is putting someone over. Let's do this right now. Mantis is a very talented performer, and he was like probably my toughest opponent ever. So, like, I knew, like, going into this, I had to train hard for it, and I had to, like, be in a certain mental space in order to go against them. And I was ecstatic when I picked up the victory because I felt like my hard work literally, like, showed there. So I guess I would have to show my, like, any promoter just that match in particular because it's one of the best that you can get out of JDAlpha.
Is there somebody that you would love to, like, would it be Mantis or would there somebody else that you would love to have a rematch with?
I would love to have a rematch with Mantis. Probably, I would love to get a one-on-one with TJ Marconi. Probably show him a thing or two or whatever. Mr. Big Boot Guy, whatever his name is. Husband #1. That's somebody I need to give a receipt to, especially for those hard-hitting chops.
Oh my god, you went almost flying over the ropes.
Oh my god.
I've posted that. Oh my god. Kyle is in the chat. He said JDAlpha versus Kyle Masters. Let's go.
Let's go then.
You have to go to Canada.
Let's go, Kyle.
You have to go to Canada.
I'll go to Canada. It's funny, I had a booking in Canada, so that got turned down because of this virus.
Oh man.
I would have loved to like wrestle Kyle.
Listen, if you go to Canada, can you bring me some poutine and some what is it? The coffee crisp. I love those damn things. That's like in Canada, like coffee crisp. They're so good. They're so good. Yeah, you gotta bring me some.
I'll make a mental note on that.
Perfect. Okay, so Shane Fair actually had a couple of questions. His next one said, aside from No Mercy, name another N64 classic that you can admit to never playing.
Oh man, I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot for this one. I guess I could say Banjo-Kazooie, because that game, like, that's another game that just passed me during my lifespan. It was just like I heard of it, I just never decided to buy it. I was like, Mom, I don't want this. Dad, no, don't worry about this. Give me something cool. Give me GoldenEye. Actually, no, give me The Legend of Zelda. I'll take that.
GoldenEye. So, I was just talking about that last night. I love that.
GoldenEye. Okay, GoldenEye. I do have. I had the Golden cartridge, so that I do have, and I do love that game to death.
It's a great game. Matt said JD versus Bronco.
Oh my God, Bronco Internacional. I would love that match. But like growing up and training in the BWF, I had a lot of practice runs with him when it was just me and him, and he is something else. He is not even a wrestler. Uh he's a beast. He's a legit beast. Like legit. Oh my God, he's scary. He's intimidating. He's fuerte. He's very strong. So
Yes.
I don't know. I had to really think twice about that. I don't even think I ever want to.
He's like,
I don't even want to be in a tag match with that guy. My God, never, 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 never. No, thank you.
no.
No, I can't. I can't. I cannot.
Ray said, that's it. Ray versus JDAlpha.
Oh, Ray versus JDAlpha. This looks like I have to put Ray over. I'm not winning. I think I'll just lie down. He could just poke me in the stomach. That's it. I'm done.
Oh, wow. No code reds, though, Ray. Okay, you hear me? No
Nope.
code reds. No.
No code reds. Definitely no code reds, please.
No, because I will walk out.
The only code reds you can have is a Mountain Dew code red, okay? That's the only code red you get to have.
Oh, man. All right, so Shane Fair's last question. Actually, I love this question, and it made me crack up because I was like, yeah, you know what? I can't wait to hear this answer. Where does all the fabric from the right leg on your gear wind up?
I couldn't afford the other side of the... I'm serious. I couldn't afford the other side. Like I was with a designer. And they told me they were like, okay, so we're gonna charge you this leg and then this leg, and I'm like, so why would you charge me more for my right side? I mean, it's okay. I love the left side anyways, but I was like, why would you charge me more? And he was like, hey, listen, business is business, and I was like, well, your business sucks. You know what? I'll make something of it. And lo and behold, that's what happened. I just couldn't afford the other side of the leg.
Oh man. So wow. I can't. Like I know like when everything going on with the coronavirus and whatever, but what like were some of your goals for like 2020? Hopefully like this passes soon, but like what are some of your goals for 2020 if, you know, everything pans out?
My main goals are, let's see. Like I said probably earlier, try to see if I can do more of those international bookings if I can get any of those to start working again. I would love to regain my light heavyweight title back in IWA. And I don't know, maybe probably the end of the year become cruiserweight champion for BWF.
Ooh.
Hopefully. I mean, I love Brother Greatness and all. Hopefully he still has it by then. I would love to face him for that prestigious title. The funny story is that's actually, I remember when we first had our cruiserweight tournament, and I get the call from the promoter saying, hey, listen, we kind of need you back, you know, because you're like probably a good cruiserweight for this tournament. And ever since then, I was just like keen on be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to come back home and I'm going to win that. Didn't happen. Went a different route. And now I'm here, stuck, talking to people about playing a video game from 20 years ago.
It's the gimmick. It's the gimmick.
Terrible.
So who would you tell people to like look out for? Well, again, 2020 is all up in the air, but like who are some, you know, some indie wrestlers that you would tell people like to look into?
You want me to put people over?
Then don't put them over. Screw them all. Well,
Right,
then don't.
I'll put them over. I'll put them over. It's just the thing is they won't even second guess not to put me over.
Oh, that's not nice.
Okay.
Then you don't have to put anybody over then.
Number one is going to be Dominic De Niro.
Mm-hmm.
Straight off the bat. The Bronx Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion Dominic De Niro, always look out for him. He's going to be something big. I would have to say Chris Barton as well, because he is a beast and he will murder people. I don't want to say this. I really don't. But Leland Parker, guys should definitely look out for, because he's going to be something special. Trust me, he was my tag partner. I know something special in that kid. And another person I don't want to say, but I guess I'm going to have to say it. You guys have to look out for Shotgun Shane Adams. Yes, our former BWF general manager, Shotgun Shane Adams. I say it as night and day. Shotgun Shane Adams is going to be something special in 2020 and 2021.
Ooh.
I could just envision it right now. He's gonna be something to look out for.
Awesome. Charles said in the chat, what's your favorite video game?
My favorite video game? That's pretty hard.
Or you could do like top 3 if you like.
Okay, cool. We'll do that.
Let's do top three.
Top 3 would be Metal Gear Solid. I love the Metal Gear franchise. I would have to say Kingdom Hearts. Love playing that. And let me see. I don't want to really say the 2K games because they've all been really crappy lately. I guess you could just say probably WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. That's probably my favorite game of all time. And also WrestleMania 2000, but I already mentioned that. I think I mentioned that a couple of times. How many times have I mentioned that?
Is this some of the stuff that you stream on your channel? He does have a channel.
Yes, I do have a channel. I have a D Live, and I do have a Mixer. JDAlpha Live on Mixer. JDAlpha Live 27. And on my D Live, just straight JDAlpha. You can always catch me playing random wrestling games and ranting and cursing people while in first-person shooter games. Every Thursday nights, and every Sunday nights. So,
awesome.
Cheap plug.
I love it. No, that's fine. Okay, so if you could face one legend in their prime, who would it be and why?
One legend in their prime. Let me see. That is a tricky one. I guess I would have to say, this is where I might have to go with the cliche answer and say Eddie Guerrero, because he is a bigger inspiration to like a lot of wrestlers, especially Latino wrestlers. So growing up, like I said, I was a WCW guy. Him, when he had the LWO, he was always like the main guy, like the cocky guy of the group and stuff like that. But it was inspiring to see him just like branch off into his own little thing. And then years later, when he comes to WWE, he's like something even spectacular. Right. So I guess I would have to say him. I think me and him would have like a good 30 minutes of just killing each other, I like to say.
Right, that's awesome. All right, so did we say who would you like to like face now? Like anybody, like any indie guy going on like right now. It doesn't have to be on the East Coast, anywhere. Who would you love to have a match with right now?
For that, I'll give you my top 5.
Okay, let's do it.
1, I would honestly get rid of my deathmatch cherry for Nick Gage. I'll probably have a good like scrap with him. Ace Austin seems very promising. I would love to like probably have a good one with him. Who else? I love AC Romero. I wrestled him once, but I would love to wrestle him again. That'll be pretty awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Joey Ryan, if ever that happens, you know. I'm not touching the dong though. I'm not touching that. And I guess I would have to say, I think JT Dunn, Savior.
Oh.
The new knockout kid. That's something like I've always wanted to like. That's someone I always wanted to face, or cross paths with. You know.
He's great. He's great. Okay, so would you? So this is so like as like I'm doing some of these questions, I have other like my questions that I've written down or whatever. But as I'm going through all this, so would you ever do a death match?
Of course, I'll do one death match. I have only one death match in me.
Yeah.
After that, no.
Okay, who's it gonna be with? If you could have a death match, right?
I'll do it with Nick Gage. I wouldn't mind.
Matt Tremont.
DJ High, Matt Tremont. Oh my god, getting me hot in here. Matt Tremont. I would love Matt Tremont, and I think Masada. I like to wrestle Masada.
Oh man, I love it. It's crazy the death matches. I love. Like I'm mixed with it. Like some of them are really rough to watch because like I know like the fan base, it's like hit or miss. Like some people are into like all the death matches, the blood, I love light tubes. I'm all about the light tubes.
Oh
yeah. If you're gonna do something with light tubes, let me know because I'll be there because I want to see some damn light tubes. So Matt said you should fight Homicide.
Hami. Ooh.
Yeah.
Notorious 187. I would love to face Hami.
Oh man.
Homicide's is a pioneer when it comes to New York wrestling.
He's just great. He's
amazing. He's amazing.
Oh man. Okay, so Here's my infamous question. I asked everybody. What has been the craziest thing a fan's done to get your attention?
Oh my god. I have so many stories about this.
Okay, we got time, so let's go. You can give a couple. I love it. I love the stories.
Okay, I'll give you my best three.
Okay, good. I'm excited.
So, I remember one story. I think it was an ICW event, and I was just there, just hanging out. But someone knew me from like the stuff I did. They were just like, "Hey, you're JDAlpha, right?" I was just like, yeah." They were like, "Oh, you're not around a lot." I'm like, "Oh, thanks for that." They were like, "Hey, can I get your number?" I'm like, "My number? My number? My personal number?" Like, no, I'm not gonna give you my number. So he went to my manager, Marie Shadows, and literally told him, like, "Hey, can I get JDAlpha's number? I know you're his manager. Can I get his number?" And she didn't do it. She was like, "Hell no. Who are you?" So I don't know. She winds up getting it somehow, and then I just had like a bunch of like missed calls, just saying, "Hey, can you train me? Oh my god, you're so attractive. I like you so much. Can you please train me? Oh my god, I'm getting married. Can you be at my wedding?" What?
Oh my god.
Who are you? Oh my god. It was crazy. I remember I did another one. It's one of my favorites. Is I did a lucha show in Brooklyn. I remember it was a night where I think they brought in the Patriot, and I remember I think I cut a small promo. It was a small promo about how much he sucked, and like at the time I think like everyone was like so hot on him because I think they did like a little tour where he was with them for like a couple of days. So the fans obviously knew who they were. Like, "Oh yeah, the Patriot." So I just wailed him on, and then like after like my match, I get the victory, and I just get hurled with batteries, like AA batteries. I'm just like getting hurled. Like, what the hell? So like they're throwing batteries at me, and then I had to like escape from like the outside. And then there was this one little girl. She was just like, she said hi to me, and she just like nailed me right in my nuts. Wow! I was like,
oh my god!
oh.
Oh my god! Wow!
That was like the worst time. That was the worst time ever.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Let me see.
I think
my
that
last
tops the
one.
cake.
My last one. I believe it was probably like this is my 6th year in wrestling. I believe it was me and Chris Barton. We were hanging around ICW, and then at the time someone stole like the ring bell. So we were trying to figure out who stole the bell, and it was, lo and behold, the Boulevard, Boulevard bullies,
Yeah,
whatever
bullies,
they
yeah.
got called.
Yeah.
And they're just pissy drunk. So it's like we told them nicely, like, "Hey, can we get our ring back and like our bell back?" And he just gives me like this ugly look. He's like, I'm like, "Okay, let me just get the bell and just be on my way." Blah blah blah. And then he had the entire crowd just chant like that guy fucked up, or he said something where the whole crowd just like made me seem like I was like the bad guy. I was just like, I just wanted to get the bell back, like, I'm just trying to help out the show.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, listen. JDAlpha is not a likable person.
Aww.
I am not a likable person at all.
Aww. That's terrible. All right. So Chris asks in the chat, when you're not wrestling, what do you feel about? You didn't finish it, or like I guess it's gonna be like, what do you do? I guess like when you're not wrestling.
What do I do when I'm not wrestling?
Yeah.
If I'm usually like working now, I work like 3 times a week. If not, I'll probably just practice on my guitar. I do play guitar here and there, and play video games. That's all I do.
Awesome. Oh, he said, what do you geek out about? That's what he asked. Okay.
What do I geek out about?
Yeah.
Star Wars. I will tell you that for sure. Star Wars. Anything and everything Star Wars related, I would chew your ear off about. I literally take being a Jedi and a Sith in actual religion. Like, people have to tell me, they're like, "Hey, Barry, don't you just practice that?" I'm like, yeah, I should be a Jedi priest or something like that. Oh my god.
Okay, hi Squared Circle podcast. She goes, he loves Star Wars. Star Trek is better. No.
Whatever you guys do not subscribe to Square Circle podcast.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, I take it back. Please subscribe. We work very hard on that podcast over there.
Yes. Okay.
That is part of our Ravaged Lands brand over there. That's also our second. That's like my second gaming channel over there.
Awesome. Yes, definitely. I gotta put that in the description below, but we'll get into that after. So I like asking this question. What's the biggest piece of advice that a wrestler has given you?
And it's given me. Hmm. I spoken to Tommy Dreamer at one point. He told me, don't take this business as serious, because I believe it was like during the time where it was just like I was trying so hard to just get my name out there, and I was always have this serious face. A lot of people would tell me like the minute they see me, I'm just always so serious. I'm sorry, but I'm really a nice, goofy guy. But he told me, don't be so serious. Just have fun. You're so young in this business. Even though you've been about here for like X amount of years, since like 2010 to now, you just focus on having fun. Don't politic as much. Just be you. And I guess it stuck with me because like I said, at first I was just always worried about let me go here, let me go here, let me go here. What am I doing right now to be there? And then I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna lay loose. I'm just gonna be me. So
That's awesome. They're asking in the chat, are you ready for the Mandalorian season 2? And
yes, I am.
And did you like it?
I loved. Oh my god, season 1. I loved it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Listen, this is about wrestling. I can't talk about that right now.
No, it's fine. We're good.
For Mandalorian season 2. I heard that Ahsoka Tano's gonna be on that. And listen, okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna stay shut. I'm telling you, I geek out so hard to that.
No, it's fine. It's certainly this is all about you. So like again, like if you guys got questions, drop them in the chat because I really don't have too much more because we went into like that with a lot of stuff. So if you guys have more questions, like let's go with it. I mean, we talked about wrestling. I mean, we could talk about other stuff too because I know a lot of like fans like asking things like, "What's your favorite cheat meal?" What we got here? Cheat meal.
My cheat meal, ice cream. Ice cream.
Ooh, what kind? What kind flavor? What flavor?
There's a lot of kinds. I like usually like the mix ups. Like I think today, like I had ice cream today. I had it was cherry, chocolate truffle, and caramel.
Oh,
that was
truffle.
Oh my god,
that sounds so good right now.
It was amazing. I think the last time I ate ice cream was probably Sunday. That was it was one I made. It was like caramel, but it was like pretty like low fat. It was like I put in like caramel, like low carb Hershey like drops, like chocolate drops in it. Just came out perfect. Yes, I make ice cream. So
no, hey, up Too Good TV. Why does JDAlpha absolutely suck at wrestling? That's my question. Love Ace.
Also, Ace is part of that Too Good TV thingy. I don't suck at wrestling. I don't at all. That's why I answer. I don't suck at wrestling. I don't at all.
Matt says, "Do you miss bumps, bro?" Because I do.
Every day.
It's gotta be hard, man. Like
terrible.
What are you doing, like, to kind of like? This is something that I've been kind of like wondering, and I know, like, I follow a lot of you guys. I follow you guys like on Instagram. I see you guys doing like squat challenges and push up challenges and stuff like that. Like, what do you do? Like, do you feel like you're gonna have like a lot of ring rust, like by the time like this is all over? Like, how do you guys like stay since you're not in training?
Well, I'm married, so it's like I usually have my wife for that. So I'll just rough her up. No, I don't as much. If I have like an idea, I'll be honest with you. If I have an idea of something, like if I'm like deep in thought into something, like I'll ask her just like, "Hey, let me demonstrate this," like, or have her demonstrate on me because I like teaching mostly. So I'll have her demonstrate some things on me. If it doesn't come out right, then I'll probably like rethink it. But that's the best way I could just like get my craving over for like not being in the ring. But like definitely when we come back for like training season, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. I'm gonna be throwing up again. I haven't thrown up in years when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah, I've been wondering that because it's been like a while with you guys. So like I'm sure like the rust, but I guess also too like it gives you guys like a little bit of a break as well. Like if you had any injuries, like at least now like you can like kind of heal that stuff up and start like from scratch. So
yeah, definitely.
So Matt said he's wrestling the Invisible Man daily. I kind of like that idea. Chris asks, if coronavirus was a person, who would it be, and would you kick it in the nuts?
It'll be Ace Andrews. I'll kick it in the nuts every single day. I'll have a timer on my phone to remind me to kick coronavirus Ace Andrews in the nuts.
And Ace said, when is JDAlpha going to play WWF No Mercy already?
Never. That's never happening.
So what happens if like something happens if like this is a match that somebody wrestles you and like you lose to them and the whole stipulation is if you lose you have to play No Mercy in the ring. Like I can see this with like Leroy Green and you. And if you lose to Leroy Green, you have to play No Mercy. And it can't be outside of the ring. It has to be set up in the ring.
Wow, what a challenge. If it has to come down to that, then definitely it will come down to that. But I'm not gonna like it at all.
See you guys.
But Leroy Green is not gonna get over with me. So let's just get that out
Oh my God. Okay. April said book it. So Ace Andrew said, I like it. It must be Ace, not Leroy. It's got to be Ace to do it. Okay, so it doesn't matter who it is. Take my money. I will be there. I will make signs. I will wear my muumuu of Too Good.
Muumuu.
The muumuu.
You have to explain it to me. What is this muumuu thing?
You were there with the whole muumuu thing. You forgot the whole muumuu thing. I
forget a lot of things.
So for weeks, I was bugging on Facebook asking Ace Andrews and Big Cuzzo and Leland Parker for a Too Good lady tank top. Every day I was posting about a lady tank top. And at the IWA show that I was at, they gave me, I called the wife beaters, as I call them, whatever. And then somebody called it a muumuu. So, so it said Too Good. It was actually written in marker. So yes, hashtag muumuu movement. So I will be there if you face. Oh man. So yeah, hashtag muumuu movement. So that is
if you bring that tank top, I'm gonna hit Ace Andrews in the nuts and just like smear his face all over that tank top. This is the worst t-shirt you've ever made. And his little Crayola like special ed handwriting.
I can't. You guys are a mess. All right.
I hate Ace Andrews. I hate Too Good.
I think that match is on YouTube with you guys, right? I'm gonna post that guys on Twitter and the No Holds Barred group as well, so you guys can see this stuff. So, April said it's one of a kind. You can't use the shirt, so because she got one too. So it's not just.
All right, I'll take April's shirt then. And then yours, we'll frame yours. Like you guys can like share the moment or something.
All right, can we put it like next to like an L or something, or I don't know.
Definitely.
So there we go. We'll frame the L. I'll put it up on like my wall, you know, with my Johnny Gargano stuff. Okay, so this is my final question. If you guys have other questions, drop them in the chat. Okay, but this is like my final question with you. And I ask everybody this. To all inspiring or amateur wrestlers out there, what's some advice that you would give them?
Advice I would give them would probably be slow down, take your time, and not everything has to come right away. This business is not promised at all. I can tell you that with experience. Just, you know, and also be yourself. That's the best advice I can give. Just be yourself. Develop yourself in a way where you feel comfortable for yourself and comfortable for everybody to enjoy. Because remember, at the end of the day, you are like the circus. You know, we all came to see you and other performers.
Yeah. I love it. So tell everybody where they can find you. I have all the links in the description below, but just tell them anyway where they can come find you and, you know, maybe where they can watch some of your matches.
Well, you can watch my matches on YouTube if you just type in JDAlpha. But you can follow me on Instagram at JDAlpha Live, Twitter at The Holy Alpha, Facebook JDAlpha, or, you know, my real name Joshua JDAlpha me here. You can also catch me on Ravage Lands Productions on YouTube. I'm there mostly on their streams and mostly on my streams and also their weekly, daily video gaming thingy they have going on there. And also sometimes you'll catch me on the Square Circle podcast. So
awesome.
Tune in for that.
Go give some love over there as well. They're so awesome. And I've seen the articles done with you and it's great. It's just great stuff. The wrestling community is great. Thank you. The wrestling community is great, and you know, like I can't, you know, I thank everybody that comes on to these podcasts because like I feel like I've been welcomed in with you guys as well. So it's really been like an honor, and I appreciate you taking the time to do these podcasts and pick your brain and stuff like that about wrestling. And I kind of put my stamp on people that I have on the podcast. So definitely check out JDAlpha. So definitely.
Okay, so wait, I have a question for you.
Oh God, I'm scared.
So I know you had this thing called a husband list. Will we ever see JDAlpha on that husband list?
I don't know. Stay tuned.
Uh-oh. Keep it quiet now.
Stay tuned. I knew it. It's the thing.
Me too.
Everybody comes on and they want to come on the list. I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll see. I just updated my list too yesterday. So I just updated the list yesterday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned, guys. So oh man, Ace said JDAlpha can't be on the husband list because he's not a man.
Has Ace just left the chat yet? This guy's so annoying. Says I'm not a man, but yeah, he hides behind two others. Okay.
So wait, since Ace is in the chat, right? What do you think about having JDAlpha on your team for Escape from New York? You did come on the podcast and you said you were looking for a fourth person. So what happens? See, this should be the stipulation. If Ace wrestles you and he wins, you have to play No Mercy. And with that being said, that he lets you on Too Good Escape from New York. What do we think about this?
I hate the idea. I hate Too Good.
Okay, then there you have it. So, oh man, I love it. I love all you guys. You guys are great. So pretty much that's it for my questions, and I guess everybody else is in the chat. So, I mean, is there anything else that you would love to say? I mean, again, like I said, I appreciate that you came onto the podcast. I mean, I really enjoyed this interview. I'm a fan of you, and I'm definitely like you're in the No Holds Barred group on Facebook, guys. Join it, because a lot of the wrestlers are in these groups, and they post their matches as well. So, I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess one thing I would like to say is if you guys want a JDAlpha T-shirt, I do have a deal going on right now, 30% off. Teesprings.com/JDAlpha. Another shameless plug there. Saying.
The links in the chat, guys. Go help it. Like, I'm all about it too. So the links in the description below. So if you want to go help support indie wrestling, guys, definitely go buy some merch. Every little bit helps. So the shirt's really cute. I love it. I haven't seen this shirt. I've seen the
this is my
other
first ever shirt.
This is a really cute
Tally
shirt.
dog shirts.
I like it. I love it. Wow. Ace said JDAlpha's husband number -10.
-10. Okay.
Wow.
I pay no mind to Ace Andrews.
Okay.
He's just a nuisance.
Oh man. Please, guys, go get love to JDAlpha. Go give him a follow. Go buy some merch. Go check out his stuff on YouTube. If you're New York, New Jersey, well, like you said, you've been all over on the East Coast. So go check him out. Please go give him a follow. And I'll go check him out. You'll always be entertained. And they're blowing kisses in the chat for you.
Oh.
I love it. So, again, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me on.
Yes, stay safe. Wash your hands. I hope this is all over because I miss all you guys. I really, really miss all you guys. I miss BWF. I miss IWA. I miss all you guys. So
we'll be back soon.
Yes, be back. Come back with a vengeance. I'm ready. I'll be there with signs and everything. So I'll definitely go support, guys. So yeah, guys, make sure subscribe to the No Holds Barred Network, share it, join us on Twitter. We're all over the place. Go.
I do this
We're doing a dance.
all my videos.
We're doing a dance. Oh man, are we gonna start doing like a TikTok or something like that? Anyway, guys, thank you so much. This is another episode of Under the Ropes. This is episode 22. Again, JDAlpha, thank you so much, and I'll definitely see you soon. So, yeah. So thank you guys for listening to the podcast, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
There's something